Hey there, it's Mr. Alexander, and today I'm going to talk about the sine rule, which is one part of IB subtopic 5.3. So I thought I would just solve a few of these problems here with you. It says find the sides marked with letters. I'm going to go ahead and go after letter B here. We're supposed to find this R. Now, we're going to set up a proportion to do that, and we're going to always start with what we're trying to find, which in this case is the lowercase r. Now, if we're looking for lowercase r, then we know we're looking for sine of angle r. Now, we're going to set up the proportion, and to get the other side of it, we need to ask ourselves, okay, which one, P or Q, do we have both the angle and the side? At the moment, we have angle P, but not side P, and we have the side Q, but not angle Q. But if you remember that triangles add up to 180 degrees, then you'll remember that this must be also 80 degrees. So 80 plus 80 plus 20, that's 180, right? So we can say, all right, now I've got we've got side Q and sine of angle Q. So when I plug in what I know, I'm looking for R over sine of angle R is just 20 degrees, equals Q, lowercase q, which is 10, over sine of capital Q, which is 80 degrees. And we're going to want to solve this proportion, and at this point we can just go directly into the calculator because we know that to solve a proportion we're just going to cross multiply, and which is of course like this. First thing you got to do is make sure you're in degrees mode, so I'm going to hit the mode button and change it into degrees, and I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to do 10 times sine of 20 degrees, and I'm going to divide that by sine of 80 degrees. And in doing so, I get a value of r, which is 3.47 to 3 significant figures. So I know that this r is 3.47 meters. So it's all calculator work. Just one more time. 10 times sine 20 divided by the sine of 80. Okay? Let's do this one. Let's do letter C here as well. We're supposed to find lowercase c. So I'm going to start the proportion c over sine of angle c. And I'm going to ask myself, which one, A or B, do I have both the angle and the side? Well, I have information on angle A and side A, so I'll do lowercase a over sine A. And I'm going to plug in what I know. C over sine of 51 degrees equals A, which is 7.5, over sine of 32 degrees. And I'm going to cross multiply, so this becomes calculator work at this point. I'm going to do 7.5 times sine of 51 degrees, and I'm going to divide that by the sine of 32 degrees. So to 3 significant figures, that's going to be 11. So therefore, side C is 11 kilometers. Alright, let's do a couple down here. In this one we're supposed to find angle R, but the process is exactly the same. We're still going to set up a proportion. So if I'm looking out for angle R, then I know it's going to be R over sine of angle R equals, and which one do I have information on? The angle and the side? That's Q, so I'm going to do lowercase q over sine of angle Q. Plug in what you know. This time we know side R, it's 13, over sine of that, which is what we're looking for, is lowercase q, which is 15, over sine of 100 degrees. So we're going to cross multiply this again. It's calculator work. So we're going to do 13 times sine of 100, and then we're going to divide by that 15, and it's going to give me 0.85 4 to 3 significant figures. But now there's this extra step, because I haven't actually solved for angle R. I've solved for sine of angle R, 854. So to get angle R, there's the extra step of doing the sine inverse of 0.854. So in my calculator, I'm going to do second sine of 0.854. That's going to give me 58.6 degrees. So angle R is 58.6 degrees. So it's the same. We're still cross multiplying, but after we cross multiply, we have to do the sine inverse of whatever we get. So let's do that one more time. We're looking for angle Y. So I know that I'm going to have lowercase y over sine of angle Y equals, and I have information on angle x and side x, so I'll do lowercase over sine of angle x. Plug in what you know. 5 over sine of angle y equals 10 over sine 112 degrees. Alright, let the calculator step in. We're going to do 5 times sine of 112. Divide that by 10. So I know that the sine of angle y equals 0.464 to 3 significant figures. So therefore y is just the sine inverse of 0.464. And that's just about 27.6 degrees. So that's the sine rule. And it's pretty simple. Just set up the proportion. The math is easy. The hardest part is setting up the proportion. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll do the cosine rule and finding the area of triangles.